Let's get this out the way. Your ass. Good, good. Here we go. Happy days. Thanks so much effort. Anywho. So, yeah, I'm just standing in front of our Tesla spaceport. Get waffling in a second. Just let me grab my beer. Eve Online, one of my favourite games ever. I read about 10 accounts on the fucking thing. I haven't played it in forever though, to be fair. But, here's my take. starcitizen should basically copy Eve. What do you mean copy Eve? Well, let's start with the obvious shit. Crafting. Right, because a lot of people have been talking about base building and shit. Now clearly they don't have base building in Eve because they've got no fucking planets. But in terms of the crafting mechanics, which is ammo and shit and other stuff, I love the fact that this is coming to, I mean it's already in starcitizen at the moment anyway. But I love the idea of doing more shit in terms of ammo. Glorious. Because we all want ammo, right? The good thing is, we could have different types of ammo blueprints. Like, what do we need? What's possible in terms of first steps for blueprints? Weapons, somehow. Better weapons. Ammo, again, you could probably do that. How would you get it on your ship? Don't know. But maybe you could physicalize it somehow. Fuck knows. We'd have ammo. Don't know if that's straight away though. But you could definitely have guns. In fact, you could have gun ammo, right? You could make gun ammo. That's a good start. Let's see what else is. You could have armor. You could craft your own armor with maybe higher resistances and shit. So that'd be good. And let me see what else could you possibly do right now within the terms of the tech that we've got. So you got, so we've got weapons. You could have ship weapons clearly. So that's another thing. Missiles. Maybe not missiles because how would you get them on your ship? So let's think of physical stuff that you could make. So you got weapons, ship weapons, ammo. Specifically for your guns, yeah, FPS guns, armor, yeah. I mean, they're the only three things really that you could possibly implement right now. And in terms of copying Eve, we should be able to just craft everything. I wouldn't say ships, but that maybe you could maybe. I mean, that's a long way away to be fair. But you could. I mean, you get blueprints in Eve for ships, but I think that's further down the line. But for like good stuff, I think the other part is the rep system, right? The rep system itself, I wouldn't say copy it, but go down that route of reputation. Like, we need more content first though, missions. We need story-driven missions, or narratives at least. Because we don't have any, well we have kind of mission givers in terms of if you do certain things. But I think the more NPCs, narrative-driven ones, is going to be better for the rep system. We need specific NPCs for specific blueprints or crafting mechanics. So we need them for a start, and then we need the factions. So we probably we've got the dusters, the dudes, what are they called? I forgot what they're called. Anyway, them guys. So we've only got 2, technically. I think we've got 3 when Pyro comes, I think. I think we need more of them, though. Even if not more of them, but we do need more factions in terms of representatives. And we also need the faction that we got in the game right now, like the normal ones, like Hairstern and other ones. I think if you work for anybody, it automatically kind of puts the other ones down a little bit. But they stay neutral. But it goes down enough where you'd have to try harder, clearly. But it won't ever make you an enemy, so to speak, because they're in the UEE, clearly. So you don't have to be an enemy, but it'll just make it harder for you to get certain things. So, like, let's take Haste Dynamics. Make them a blueprint for, like, a weapon that you'd normally get from Hasten or some shit. So, weapon type or whatever. One with better accuracy or more ammo. Bonuses to your weapon loadout or something like that. That would be really good. If you check, like, R-Corp. What would R-Corp give as kind of a benefit? Something technical, I guess. I don't know. Components of some kind. You could always do something shit. Like, you could tie it into the lore of the planet. Microtech actually would be the best one for a component, probably. Like, shields. Yeah, you can get your shields there. R-Corp, maybe you get a warp drive. Hasten Dynamics, definitely a weapons thing. Even though it's fucking like Lorville. Just definitely a weapon. Just why not? What would be the other one? Orison. Don't know. No idea. No idea for Orison. But you get the point anyway. You can make away each one, give certain specific things. And that's what I'm saying, we need, even if they're not factioned, there's those story driven narratives. And then you can go fight a faction, like, or kill somebody or do a delivery mission or whatever. Even delivery missions, again, you should get certain bonuses added to your ship. It's going to sound strange, but if we could change the ship properties, like, imagine you're a hauler of some kind, and you get, I don't know, because it's physicalized, this is going to be a hard one, even though I think it'd be a good idea. You get a bonus to your cargo, like an extra couple of SCU or some shit, like, that'd be really good. Or, forget that, because it's physicalized and that'd take too much effort to fuck around with. Bonuses to whatever you're delivering, right? So you get an extra bonus. How would you get? You could get a warp drive BP, to be fair, because a lot of people who do delivery missions, that's one of the first things you buy, warp drive, because we hate going slow in the game, innit? So something like that, an extra better warp drive that spools quicker, like quicker than the best one in the game. So what I mean, just give us bonuses, items, because we all love items. Even though, to be fair, I never fit them. I never fit them on my ships, but I do like the idea. Now, also, copying Eve. I would say the base building thing, you could still do the copy Eve thing when it comes to, if you got faction rep, they clearly have different habitations. So if you got a good rep with Microtech or whatever, and you want to build a certain type of module on your base, you go do missions for Microtech, you get it cheaper, right? Shit like that. So it sounds to me like they're trying to head that way. And Chris Roberts plays Eve online, don't you know? I don't even plays it that much anymore, but he likes Eve. I mean, I've been playing this since 2017 or some shit, or before, I think. But anyway, point is, Eve and starcitizen should get in bed, have a baby, because it'd just be, well, why recreate the wheel, so to speak, when Eve is clearly the best at doing this shit? Just copy Eve. The economy, don't know how much you can copy Eve's economy, but I would like them to try, because it's player driven. Now, I don't know what's going on with the whole don't even know what it's called anymore, it's been that long. But anyway, they were supposed to be doing a dynamic economy thing. I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon, but I would like the players, which I'll get onto in a minute, with the player bases and shit, is if you're gonna have players contribute to the economy, because I think the NPCs are supposed to be playing a part, but the NPCs are derpy as fuck at the moment. Like, they're all brain dead anyway, because the server is shit, and there's no, not that I'm aware of any code in the game yet that allows that to happen. You don't really see, I've never seen in this game yet, NPCs flying around delivering shit. Just all players. So until then, make the economy player driven. Make stations run out of stuff. Like, make it so limited in, make ammo literally limited, so no one can just go and buy ammo from every shop. Turn all that shit off. Just turn off the economy in terms of what it's doing right now. Make everything a refinery in the game, and like all the shops. The only time shops should make shit is if people are literally delivering shit to the shops. So let's say Hairston or whatever. The only time Hairston has shit to sell in their shops is when players are trading. That should be it. We're out of stock. We need more fucking gold or some shit. So until this total's reached, then you can't buy no guns, can't buy no weapons. Limit all that shit, and it'd be more fun, because then you'd have players literally going about their business. Hike up the prices, clearly, so people have to deliver more shit, and then you get the pirates want to steal their shit, right? Because, I mean, that's how it should work. Put certain places trading and shit, make it scarce. That's what they should do. Make the stuff scarce enough where people want to engage. I mean, they could do that right now. They could just basically say, here's how we're going to change the economy. Oh my god, I got KO'd. Here's how we're going to change the economy. We're going to turn shit off, and you have to drive it for now until we get the shit going. The dynamic version or whatever they're supposed to be doing with the NPCs. Until that's done, we're going to turn it off. And this really comes to the bases and stations. If we had one player station, player owned station in the game that we can fight over, that'd be glorious. See, they kind of did it with the money making one. But what we need is one with paths where you can log out, log in, just on one station, and it's zero space in terms of there's no whatchamacallit, comm relays. We don't want any comm relays. We want it to be in a little pocket of space, like a bit like Grim Hex. I don't think you can't do it with Grim Hex, no point. But you put a station somewhere, right on the edge of the map, so it's out the way. Make players fight over it, right? But put something useful next to it, like an asteroid of containing, an asteroid belt of containing. Put something fucking there, which people want to fight over. If you put a little asteroid belt of containing so people can get rich, right? Put a player station next to it. People will fight over that station and claim it as their own. Put a refinery in it. And a cargo thing. So you put a cargo and a refinery in it. Because it's stupidly cheating. Make it a cheat mode station. And make one place in the entire system where you can only sell quantanium in terms of viable. Put it in a lawful place. And put the comms beacon where the asteroid belt is. So if they start killing each other in the asteroid belt, which they will, they can only go to the station, which is unlawful. But to move their shit, they'll still have a crime stat, and you have to go and sell it in good space, so to speak. Now, you could keep it the same as I said before, keep it unlawful, and keep all the players there, killing each other. But the thing is, the profit side needs to be dangerous. Maybe it will be dangerous anyway because it's unlawful and people will be ganking your ass. So maybe that would be funny. So, you know. But I think that's a good idea. To do a player station. And people are like, what? No. Yes, that's going to happen. Because if we've got bases on the planets, well, isn't that the same shit? Like, player base. Our station's way more fun. I'm just thinking out loud. Because if we're going to have bases... Oh, let's just have fucking player-owned stations then. First of all, easier to implement. Because we've got stations in the game. All you need to do is turn off the stupid who owns it garbage. And then we've got a player-owned station ready for when they do orgs. Because think about it. In EVE, we had player-owned stations. But they weren't derelicts, but you could basically claim a station. I forgot what it said. 9, is it something 9? I forgot the fuck was called. It's DZ9 or some shit. I forgot. It's fucking been that long since I played it. But it's on 0 space anyway. But we could do the same thing. Just plop a station anywhere. Fix the org system. And then the org, if the org stays there, but let's say, I don't know, a couple of days, the org claim the station, basically. And then make it, what's that stupid station that's redone? I've got so many strange names in this fucking game. The new one anyway that they've just remade. Make it like that. But make it have a processing thing. Whatever you call it. I forgot what they call that. A processing thing for mining. Right. So you have your little dudes, your group of miners. And don't forget, you can salvage out there as well, because all the fucking ships will be getting blown up. So you got your salvage gameplay, right? You got people salvaging ships that have been blown up. You got the PvPers having fun, because why not? It's good. You got people mining for quantanium, which is kind of funny. Make it far away so you can't, like... No, make it far away where you can't quantum warp to it. You have to literally fly to the fucking thing. That will make it better. You have to fly there and back. It's so close where you can't quantum warp, but make it so far away where it takes ages in your ship, kind of thing. Because that will give time for the PvPers to gank your ass. That's so awesome. And then you need backup from your buddies, right, to escort you. You need fights all the time there. Just make a little one. Because look at Paro. Paro is a fucking mindfuck when I think about it. It's a good idea, yeah. But getting in and out of Paro, like, how does that even work? I've got no idea. But you could do it right now. in the Stanton system. You just make a little mini space of pyro in the Stanton system. Like Grim Hex. Grim Hex is good, but there's no reason to be a Grim Hex other than you got a crime stat. Or you're going to sell some drugs or some shit. But it's not really worth anybody's effort. First of all, you can't claim Grim Hex, because it's not claimable. So, if you add the claiming mechanic into the game, that's fucking awesome. Well, how'd you get to claim the station? You camp it. That's how. You camp the station. That means that other people will want to out-camp you. And orgs love that shit. You clearly can't blow up the station. No. Could you put the defenses on it, maybe? Well, that's kind of annoying. Don't know. Maybe. You could add tiers to the mad shit of how you keep it. Maybe day 1 you get this, day 2 you get that, day 3 you get this, whatever. The point is make something claimable by orgs, and they will literally, love that shit. They just will. The police thing's weird though, because not all the police thing works anyway in Staten, in terms of we don't have any, right? Technically speaking, I mean we do, but it's very rare you get like jacked by them. You can get to level 4 crime stat and never see a fucking soul, unless you need to go and buy food or water, and you go Grim Hex. But even then, that's not much of a challenge, to be fair. I'll take your shit. I mean, no, it's not much of a challenge. It's 12 hours in prison for a crime stat 4. I think it's 12 hours. I mean, after, yeah, such a. I haven't been on crime stat 4 for ages. It was changed. I think it's 12 hours. I think. Could be 16. Don't know. Anyway, point is, the police are pretty crap. 20 hours maybe, an entire day. That isn't long. So yeah, anyway. So yeah, the police is whatever in the game. But we could make it fun right now for the PvPers, the space haulers, the truckers, as we call them. Or I call them because I used to be a trucker. Miners, right? Just plop a little asteroid field there, put quantanium in it. Nothing else, just quantanium. All the good shit, just put it there. And you'll even get people who are miners going, that sounds like a good place to go and mine. Yeah, full of mad PvPers and gankers though. Good luck. Right? Just make a little 0 space in the game over there somewhere. And let everybody know where it is. Everybody. It'll be great. It will be great. I'm just saying. So, that's my idea on how we can copy Eve right now. And make the game more fun right now. Without doing any tech. In terms of... what can I... Yeah, adding new features. You don't need new features. Just add the shit that we've got now. In a little bit of space. Boom. Gameplay galore. Quantanium mines. Asteroids. Station that you can claim. And there you go. That's all you need. And, okay, the claiming part's going to be interesting or harder to implement because we don't have an org system yet. But as soon as you get the org system in, do that. Because that's more likely. I think, in my opinion, or easier to do than would be waiting an entire fucking year for Pyro to get his ass into gear. In my humble opinion, anyway. It's, you think less hassle to do it that way. Anyway, I just think that would probably be easier to implement than Pyro, I reckon. So, now what else? Factions and what is it? How to rate people. What you should have in the game as well, which I think they should copy from me. And actually, someone made this point. I think Moist Noodle made this point about your reputation should count long after, which I think it should. So in your mobiGlas or something like that, you go, what about me? Like, who am I? You know the way we do. We got this, haven't we? Look, this thing. Right, let me just turn off the chat a minute. We got this thing. There should be a me there, right? A me, like my own bio kind of thing. Like, this is great. This shows you the factions. Okay, that makes sense. Bounty Hunter skills. I haven't done a lot of faction stuff. Crusader Security. I've been doing a few of them. Very buggy. But anyway, so you should have one of these, right? And then when you click on it, you should be like, what's my reputation with these guys? Because that doesn't say much. That's just here. But it should give you a rep, right? It should be a reputation thing. Like, what's my rep? Like, +1, +2, +3. Like, I mean, you could put it there, but I would like a picture of me on a new tab. Me, how much money I've earned, all that shit. What, like, you know, all that stuff that you normally get in Eve. I would like to see it on a new tab. Because that doesn't say anything. Oh, you got badges. I hope they change this because badges are garbage. Like, that's not inspiring for me, right? Because these, you should get bonuses for this shit, right? Oh, there's one, 10%. Where's the trading ones? Where's trading? You only get them for killing shit, right? Like, where's the other stuff? See, additional contracts, they should be BPs, other things, you know. The badges are garbage, right? We want these to say what they are. Like Coblex. Like, come on. That's box running. You know. I want more money. Or a BP for a fucking Quantum Drive. Like, especially for like Bounty Hunters Guild. I don't want more money. I want a bloody weapon. Or something. A good one. One that's only available. Literally. From them. You can't buy that shit in the shop. Right? Because then you know, oh, she's been grinding away, the little grinder. Right? So that should be... This thing, I know they're going to change this, so this is probably fucking me just talking on my ass anyway. I want them to change this shit. I don't like the Delphi thing. It's far too simple, and it looks like garbage. In my opinion, anyway. There's not enough detail in there at all. So hopefully they're going to change this shit. But I'd just like to see more info. I want to see, literally, everybody who's killed me and everybody who I've killed. Not when it comes to people. In terms of the faction shit, because that's just too much garbage. But I want to see people. Real humans that have killed me and I've killed. If I go to do a bounty mission, it should say, last target killed, X. When I was killed, who by, X. What date, time, everything. So I want a list of all the people who killed me and all the people who I've killed. What org are they in? Etc. Because then you know, oh, I don't like that org. 5 people have killed me from that org. Or 10, or whatever. Could be just one guy kills you by mistake. Oh, that org, maybe, whoever. But if there's 10 of these guys, well, they're a bunch of tits, aren't they? What ship was I killed in? That's also handy. So just kind of like basic information that I'd like to see them implement into this thing, you know. See? Now, that's an incomplete way for an organization, right? Waste. So hopefully they'll change all this stuff to make it more precise. And that's what I'm saying. We need the org thing. We need the org thing. So, like, we can enjoy being in an org, or at least having one. I've got an org. I'm in another org. You know, that's pointless, isn't it? And we need to be able to claim stations. I'm going to make a post on this today, actually. I think we need to claim stations. People might like it, but I think it'd be a good thing for 2024. If we're going to do the Pyro thing, that's going to take a year or more. Like, people are very hopeful about Pyro. So am I. I hope we get it for CitizenCon. I mean, that would be my thing. It's open now to everybody, CitizenCon. The gate's open. Kind of shit. That would be hilarious. That'd be like World of Warcraft when a new patch comes out and everyone's just fucking gate camping or whatever. So I'd like that in the game for CitizenCon. But even if it's not, and you know, shit takes a bit longer, and we might get it in 2025 or whatever, they could easily focus on fix the orgs. As soon as that's done, put a station, claim a station. If we can do land claims, well, doesn't that help as well if they're working already on land claims? Just claim a station. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. We don't have to put a flag down. But what we could do is camp the station, give the fucking station a timer. The longer you stay there, well, if you stay there for a certain amount of time, the station becomes the org station. It's actually named after the org. So instead of it being called blah 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 station, it's called org station. Then everybody knows who owns that station, and there's going to be massive fights. Just like in Eve. That's how Eve started, with mad fucking battles over stations. Mainly regions, because you can own a region in fucking in Eve. But we haven't got that anywhere close to that yet. So we can just own a little bit of space with a little valuable bit of mining ore, right? Happy days. Just make the station able to process it and ship it. You have to, like, make it even make a brand new fucking thing that you can mine. Call it some other kind of shit. And this is the only station where you can process it. And there's only one other place in the system that takes it in. But make it far away. Or some shit. And make it in, like, a space where you can be ganked. But yeah, just do something interesting where it's or even it's not a bad thing. What you could do is, right, you could make the station need fuel, right? We can get the Starfarer going right at this point. So the Starfarer needs to fuel the station. So you'd have the Starfarer doing something in the game. And in order for the station to process the ore, you need to fill the station up with the fuel that we use now, right? Fucking fuel the station, right? So you fill the station up, the station takes over, and then you can like process the ore, whatever it is. I mean, you could keep it quantitative or whatever, and then make it so it's sold. So then you get your cargo guys going then, right? Your cargo dudes. Hull C, ladies and gentlemen, do you want something to do? And then you can put it wherever you want. The other station. The only other station that will accept this shit. And then put that in a little space, which is 0-0 kind of thing. So then people fight over where the fucking shit's going. So you got 2 places to camp, 2 stations. Would be better, really. Right? Because then you'd have fights over these 2 stations constantly. All the PvPers will love it. All the haulers will love it. Because they're in a group. It's teamwork 101 right there. And people be fighting over these things. You could have one faction, one org owning this station where you process the shit to make money. And another org over there saying, no, we own the station where you can mine it. And like, fucking process it. And the other one buys it, I should say. You have 2 orgs fighting constantly. And then you might have a third org going, we're going to take your spot. And we're going to take this spot. It'd be fucking hilarious. That's what I'm saying. And that could be possible when they fix the org thing. And when they give us the ability to claim a station. Don't need to build stations. Just give us one. Give us 2, should say. To fight over. It's like simple shit. 2 more stations ain't going to fucking clutter the game, is it? No. And it's basically way more fun. Requires teamwork. You can have your boxes being loaded, unloaded. Whatever. Just give us a big, massive landing pad. Right? Just give us a massive landing pad. With a fucking hangar. Or some shit. So you literally land outside. Kind of thing. Or whatever, right? Just do it like that. And you could easily, I think, implement that. If you put the same mechanic, right, as they do in ships, just put it outside. So you load your shit in the thing, press extract box, craft box, whatever. Your box pops out, there it is. And then you can get people loading it onto the ship outside. Just make a big massive pad. So you can fit like a fucking huge ship on it. Or, I mean, to be fair, the whole sea would be a bit madder. Because it'd sit there for ages. Get people ramming it though, that's the only problem I'm thinking. You get people just ramming the fuck out of the whole sea. But then people want to use the whole sea, right? So, maybe you could have both. Which, I mean, either way, you're still going to get shot at. There's no fucking guns on the station at this point. So, that's going to be mental. I'm just going to say, I'd do that. Because that's fucking funny. Fucking whole sea, you can fucking do the same thing. Make the whole sea, it depends how long it takes to load the fucking A2. Make the pad enough for like an A2, clearly. You want a C2, whatever the fuck it's called. Big ass ship. And then do a docking collar on the other side. So you got a docking collar and an A2. Or big enough. And another extension to the pad. Just make it a big giant pad in space, basically. Would be fucking handy. I mean, that's to build that thing. But you want to be able to land outside. Fuck hangars. Don't need them. Make it like a port Olisar. Just give us pads outside. And people crying about pad ramming. Whiny bitches. Right? Just put it outside. Because it'd be fair. Everyone can get the boxes out quicker. And then it won't be internalized. It'll be literally be all hand jobbies. Right? I don't know about the collar extension thing, no, but the fucking whole sea. Maybe you could make people EVA onto it. I don't fucking know. Right, instead of auto loading, it's manual loading. If you want to fucking get the ship full of shit, manual loader. You could EVA, just jump up with your box in space, clip it on the fucking side of the whole sea, right? You'd have loads of people doing it, it'd be fucking hilarious just to watch that shit anyway, it would be mad. So that's my humble opinion on that part. That's it. That's my Copy Eve video. I mean, I could say way more about copying Eve, but I think short term, you could possibly do this. I think. Without going like full ham in terms of like the Pyro situation. We could have way more fun in the game right now if they fix the organization thing, the org thing. Make us some stations that we can fight over. And put resources by the stations. Now I'm going to do a follow-up to this one, clearly. But I'll do it on Spectrum or whatever. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on how to copy Eve right now and give us something to do as players. PvPers, haulers, miners, box runners, medical people, because you know people are going to be getting shot a lot, and just trolls. It gives everybody something to do. This year, if they're going to be implementing base stuff, it works pretty well when you think about like what they're doing with bases. So why not? I'm just saying, it sounds like a good idea to me. Right. Hope everybody had a good New Year. And that's it. I'm gonna shut up. I think I've waffled enough. Right.